I got my braces off. But that's not what this video is about, so let's just move on. How you doing? I just tried to pull a Joey Tribbiani and it did not work, so let's just move on for real this time. I like to think of myself as an awkward person, and it may have somewhat correlation to the fact that I am very shy around other humans, and I just give off this aura of awkwardness. So today we're gonna take a BuzzFeed quiz just to figure out how socially awkward I am. And I'm gonna put the link to this quiz in the down bar if you wanna take it as well. First question, it's time to leave a party. Do you give the entire room a wave and a strident bye everyone? Sneak out the people that you know best, say goodbye to them, and make plans to meet up again. Mumble a few half-hearted farewells before making the door. Slip off without saying a word to anyone, thereby avoiding any hug/handshake awkwardness. Definitely the last one. You find yourself sharing a lift with a work colleague that you don't know very well. Do you inquire enthusiastically about their life outside of work, engage in chit-chat about the weather, stare at the floor, maintain absolute silence at all costs? I mean, I don't even have to read the last one, it's the third one. Leaving work, you spot a colleague walking just ahead of you on the street. Do you speed up, say hi, and enjoy a companionable chat all the way to your bus stop? Pretend you have not seen them at all? Slow your walking pace so as to put distance between you? Or do you turn around and walk in the opposite direction, tripping over your shoelaces in the process? Probably slow my walking pace. You're getting your hair cut. Do you chat to the hairdresser the whole time, exchange a few words for politeness' sake, and then lapse into a cheerful silence? Read a book, magazine, or stare at your phone? Close your eyes and pretend to sleep. Probably exchange a few words to be polite. You realize you're walking the street the wrong way. Do you turn around and correct your mistake? Who cares what people think? Pretend to tie your shoelaces before turning back. Give your phone a purposeful glance so as to communicate to any observers, this text changes things, I must turn back. Or dunk into the nearest shop and kill time until all possible onlookers have moved on. I give my phone that glance. You're called upon to introduce someone at a party, but realize you can't remember their name. Do you be honest? Say straight away, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name, make a wild guess, fudge it, or do you just run out of the room and never explain? I would run out of the room and never explain. You get stuck talking to someone boring at a party. Do you flash a charming smile and say, lovely, nice to meet you, I must really circulate? Pretend you need to go to the loo. Start sighing loudly and checking your watch, hoping they'll get the message and leave you alone. Or leave abruptly, muttering something vague about going through a lot of at the moment. I would probably leave abruptly, muttering something vague about going through a lot of at the moment. You're out to dinner with your friends and everyone's telling jokes. It's your turn to tell a joke. Do you effortlessly recall a humdinger and recite it flawlessly, sending everyone into hysterics? Mumble something about not being a joke-telling kind of person. Start telling a joke, realize with melting horror that you've forgotten how it ends. Or do you burst into tears, hoping to divert the topic of the conversation? I would start telling a joke and then forget the end. After concluding businesses with a client, you say goodbye, only to realize that you're walking out in the same direction. Do you continue the conversation, shifting smoothly from business to non-work topics? Pretend you've left your phone behind and head back to the office. Walk the other way, thereby inconveniencing yourself and ruining your commute. Or do you let out a guttural wail of despair? I'd probably just pretend that I've left something behind. You greet a male friend by going in for a hug, and he extends a hand. Do you make light of the confusion? It's no big deal. Work out a complex maneuver that combines a handshake with a hug. Say, well, this is awkward, or kill yourself. Well, we all know which option I'm going for. But I got horrendously socially awkward. It's a wonder that you're even able to function day to day. There's only one solution, never leave the house ever again. So when I went off to edit this video, I had realized that I had forgotten to film the questions of the week portion. So if we have moved just a bit, it's because some time has passed. First question is, did you know that if Grace Helbig and I Justine had a baby, then it would be you? I never really thought of it, but if you kind of put like their facial features together, it might just be a like full potential version of me. Do you have advice for when your friends always talk about your other friend behind your back? I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I'm like kind of assuming that you guys are in middle school just because that's when all that stuff happens. I would just keep it to myself. So the last question I'm going to answer is, what's your favorite thing from Starbucks? Don't get me wrong, I love coffee, but I just like it from other places rather than Starbucks. And I don't know if it's just because it's too mainstream for me or if I just really don't like it. I just think it's okay. Yeah, I don't really have a proper answer for that because I haven't tried that many things from there just because of that. Alright, so that's about it for this video, and clearly we have learned a lot about me today. The fact that I am horrendously socially awkward. So if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, and if you took the test too, you should leave me your results in the comments so I don't feel too terrible. And if you didn't already know, I make videos every single Sunday, so you should subscribe for more of those videos, and you can follow me on all my social media. All links, everything's going to be in the down bar, so yeah.